This new research comes on the back of some really important research that was done a few years ago about the cathedrals across the country. And what that research did was to raise the awareness and the profile of these amazing significant buildings. But alongside the hundreds and hundreds of local parish churches up and down the country, there are another group of churches, greater churches, larger churches, all got sorts of different names, but they're ones with real historical importance, some social or local distinctive mission and ministry, which kind of often fall between the two stools of cathedrals and the parish church. And what this piece of research is aimed to do is simply to raise the profile of these churches, to give them a voice, and to help organisations locally and nationally realise what a treasure and a heritage they've got in front of their noses, really. Romsey Abbey is open 365 days a year. It is staffed by a group of volunteer welcomers, and they host the 40 to 50,000 visitors a year. But at the heart of it, we are the parish church for the town of Romsey. And so we have over 20 services a week, and they cater for different worshipping communities, and we have around about 350 regular worshippers each Sunday. The history of Romsey Abbey is that it goes back, it was a Benedictine convent, and it was founded over 1,000 years ago. And so that heartbeat of prayer and worship is at the heart of what we do. But because this building was saved by the town and it wasn't destroyed in the dissolution of the monasteries, actually we are very much at the heart of the community. We do have our kind of famous bits, if you like, in the Abbey, and one of the most famous is that Lord Mountbatten is buried here. Broadlands, his home, and the connection between the royal family and Broadlands was very strong. So he's remembered here, and we remember him here every year on the anniversary of his assassination. One of the most significant areas that we in Romsey are involved with is working in mental health. We have a local charity which is there to remove the stigma of those who struggle with mental illness, and so we run jointly with the health service and local charities a mental health cafe, a drop-in centre, and in the same way that historically these places used to be sanctuary for those who are struggling, actually what this building and what the parish has been able to do is sort of use its size and its significance to stand up and make a significant difference to those who are really struggling with their mental illness. The challenges of a greater building are that basically that because of the size of the place and because of the local importance of the place, we run just like a local parish church, but it just means that actually the bills, the maintenance and the desire to do more in the local community is bigger. So just the bills are the same that anybody else might have, they just often feel like they've got a couple of extra noughts on the end of them. Well, one of the things about being a vicar of a place like this is that actually my primary role is a pastoral role to care for and nurture and to grow a local congregation in their faith and in witness local community. But the difficulty is that I'm often pulled in so many different directions, and so rather than being a pastor of a local community, sometimes it feels that I spend more of my time being a kind of development officer with a clerical collar on. I become an expert on mortar, on woodwork, on carpet underlay, and all things in between, as well as I'm meant to be a filler-inner of lottery application forms for leaks in the roof. So you end up becoming a sort of jack of all trades and try and become master of at least one or two of them.